Have you ever wondered why your legs feel heavier at night, or why you sometimes wake up with aching calves, or that odd tingly feeling running down your thighs? What if I told you it's not just aging? It might be something you're doing right before bed that's quietly draining your leg strength night after night. Most people never connect the dots. They think, oh, it's just part getting older. But no, it's not just time working against you. It's habits, small ones, quiet ones, things you wouldn't even suspect, until one day you realize you're walking slower, standing up less often, and needing help where you never used to. Now, I'm not here to scare you, but I am here to wake you up a bit. Because when it comes to leg health after 60, the clock only speeds up if we don't change course. And tonight, I want to show you a few surprising bedtime mistakes that could be making your legs weaker while you sleep. In this video, we'll talk about the everyday habits many folks over 60 do before bed, without knowing they're slowly making it harder to climb stairs, get out of chairs, or walk without wobbling. And don't worry, I'll also give you simple, practical changes you can make tonight. Yes, tonight, to give your legs the strength and support they need as you age. So let's not waste any time. Let's start with the biggest bedtime mistake that's hurting your legs without you even knowing it. It's sitting still for too long. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm just relaxing before bed. I've earned it. And you're absolutely right. You deserve your rest. But here's the catch. Many of us, especially in retirement, tend to get cozy in our favorite chair, watching a bit of TV or scrolling on our phones. And then suddenly, 2 hours have passed and we haven't moved a muscle. You might think, but I'm not exercising right now. Why does that matter? Because even inactivity has consequences. When you stay still too long, blood flow slows down. Your muscles get less oxygen. And your joints, they start to stiffen. The longer you sit, the more your legs shut down for the night, and not in a restful, healthy way. It's like parking your car, but leaving the handbrake on. You're creating tension without realizing it. And here's the real danger. This becomes a nightly pattern. Your legs don't get the blood circulation they need before sleep. They don't stretch, they don't engage, so they weaken just a little every time. Over weeks, months, years, that's when you notice, hey, I can't get up on the couch like I used to, so what's the fix? You don't need a fancy exercise plan. You just need to break the stillness. Every 30 minutes before bed, stand up, walk around the house for a minute or two, stretch your calves, circle your ankles. Even just rocking on your toes a few times can help bring blood back to those tired legs. Think of it like giving your legs a good night kiss, a gentle reminder that they still matter. Now, here's another mistake you might not expect. Eating the wrong snack before bed. Now, I'm not talking about calories here. I'm talking about the type of food and how it affects your muscles. Let's say you grab a salty snack, chips, pretzels, crackers, something easy and comforting. But guess what? Too much salt at night can pull water away from your muscles, creating tightness and even triggering nighttime cramps. You might wake up in the middle of the night with a stabbing pain in your calf and think, oh no, my legs are giving out. But it might just be dehydration in disguise. Sodium messes with your fluid balance. And after 60, our bodies aren't quite as efficient at adjusting those levels quickly. That means if you snack on salty foods too close to bedtime, your muscles may not get the hydration they need to stay limber. Instead, swap that salty snack for something with good potassium or magnesium, like a small banana, a handful of almonds, or even a spoonful of peanut butter. These nutrients help your muscles relax and recover while you sleep, not tense up. And while we're on the subject of sleep, let's talk about how you position your legs at night. Because yes, that matters too. A lot of folks, especially those with back issues, tend to sleep with their legs perfectly flat. Or worse, slightly elevated on pillows in a way that cuts off circulation behind the knees. And here's the thing. Poor sleep positioning doesn't just give you aches in the morning. It can reduce blood flow and nerve signaling all night long. When your legs don't get proper circulation during sleep, they rest in the wrong way. You wake up with stiffness, numbness, or worse, weakness that seems to creep in overnight. The solution? Try placing a small pillow under your knees if you sleep on your back. Or if you sleep on your side, keep a pillow between your knees. This keeps your legs in alignment, eases pressure on your hips and lower back, and improves overall blood flow. These small changes, standing up more often before bed, choosing the right snack, and adjusting how you sleep, might sound simple, but they add up in powerful ways. And once you start making them part of your nightly routine, you'll be surprised how quickly your legs respond. You might find it easier to get out of bed in the morning. Less wobbling, less stiffness, more strength where it counts. Let's keep going. There's another common bedtime habit that sounds relaxing, but might actually be slowing down your circulation and making your legs weaker while you sleep. So, here's the thing. Most people think that relaxing at night means doing nothing. But doing nothing the wrong way can come at a cost. And one of the sneakiest ways that cost shows up is when we think a hot bath or shower before bed is always a good thing. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing more comforting than letting warm water wash over you after a long day. It eases stress, soothes your muscles, and helps you wind down. But if you're doing it too close to bedtime, especially without following up with movement or proper hydration, it could actually be contributing to weaker legs over time. Here's why. Heat draws blood to the surface of your skin. That can make your legs feel relaxed and loose. But what many folks don't realize is that once you step out of that warmth and cool off quickly, especially in a chilly room, your muscles can tighten right back up. That sudden shift can create stiffness and even reduce circulation to the deeper muscle layers in your legs. And here's the kicker. Because you're relaxed, you don't notice the subtle tightening. You go straight to bed, fall asleep, and your legs don't get the recovery or blood flow they need during the night. Over time, it leads to that groggy, heavy-legged feeling in the morning, the one that makes walking the bathroom feel like you're carrying sandbags. So what can you do instead? If you love a warm shower or bath before bed, and many people do, try to time it at least 60 to 90 minutes before sleeping. That gives your body a chance to cool down gradually. Afterward, do a few gentle leg stretches or even a slow walk around the living room to reactivate your leg muscles before you tuck in for the night. You'd be surprised how a little post-bath movement can make your legs feel stronger the next morning. It's like you're giving your body one last signal. Hey, don't shut down just yet. We're still in the game. Now, another bedtime mistake, one that doesn't feel like a mistake at all, is skipping your final glass of water for the day. And I get it. Nobody likes getting up at 2 a.m. for a bathroom trip. But avoiding fluids altogether in the evening can quietly weaken your muscles overnight, especially your legs. Why? Because muscles are made mostly of water. When you go to bed even mildly dehydrated, your body goes into preserve mode. That means your tissues tighten, blood thickens slightly, and muscles don't get the oxygen they need for proper overnight repair. And you know where this shows up first? In the legs. Your legs are already fighting gravity all day long. At night, they're supposed to get a break, a chance to rebuild, recover, and refresh. But if you're not hydrated, that recovery slows down. You might wake up with cramps, stiffness, or that weak, unstable feeling when you first try to stand. So here's the trick. Don't chug a full glass of water right before you hit the pillow. Instead, about an hour or so before bed, sip half a glass slowly, just enough to keep your system hydrated, but not enough to send you running to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Bonus tip, add a pinch of sea salt or a slice of cucumber for extra electrolytes if you tend to sweat a lot during the day. This small habit keeps your muscles supple and supported through the night. It helps your circulation stay smooth. And it's one of the easiest things you can do to keep your legs stronger over time, without ever stepping into a gym. And now, let's talk about something a bit more surprising. The kind of bedtime entertainment you choose, yes, even your favorite shows, can play a role in your leg health too. Let me explain. A lot of people like to unwind with a crime drama, an intense thriller, or even a news show. And hey, I love a good mystery as much as the next person. But when your brain gets wound up with tension right before sleep, your body follows. That stress you feel during those suspenseful moments, your muscles feel it too, especially the ones you use to brace, stabilize, and stay upright. Your legs, your heart rate goes up, cortisol increases, and even though you're lying still, your nervous system doesn't know it's time to relax. Your body stays in a low-level fight or flight mode. That means your leg muscles may tighten up without you even realizing it. Then you go to bed with your legs still buzzing under the surface. You don't get that deep recovery your muscles need, and you might even clench or shift your legs more during sleep, which leads to that restless, sore feeling in the morning. Now, I'm not saying never watch the news or skip your favorite detective series, but try this. Give yourself a cool down window. About 30 minutes before bed, Turn off the intense stuff. Switch to something lighter, a calming show, music, even soft reading. Let your body ease into sleep, not charge into it with tension. And while you're doing that, try elevating your feet just a bit. Nothing fancy, just a cushion under your calves or propping them up on the couch arm. This helps drain any excess fluid that's settled in your lower legs during the day and improves circulation back to your heart. You'll sleep better, and your legs will thank you in the morning. Little things matter, and when you stack these little things together, choosing the right time for a shower, staying gently hydrated, unwinding your body as well as your mind, you're not just setting yourself up for better sleep. You're preserving the strength and function of your legs, one night at a time. Because here's the truth no one really tells you. Your legs don't get weaker during the day. Most of the damage actually happens at night, when they're supposed to be healing. Let's keep going. There's one more bedtime habit that millions of people do without thinking, and it could be making their legs weaker every single night. One of the most overlooked habits people fall into, especially after the age of 60, is going to bed without stretching. Now I know, stretching might sound like something reserved for athletes or yoga instructors, but in reality, it's one of the most powerful tools seniors can use to preserve leg strength, improve circulation, and reduce nighttime discomfort. Think about it like this. You wouldn't put your car in the garage without letting the engine cool properly, right? Your legs work all day, supporting you, stabilizing you, moving you from place to place. Then suddenly, you plop into bed with tight hips, stiff calves, and contracted hamstrings. You fall asleep without ever signaling to your body, hey, it's time to repair now. That's where stretching comes in. It's not about twisting yourself into a pretzel. It's about giving your legs a gentle reset before they rest. A short stretch, just 5 to 7 minutes, is all it takes to unlock your muscles, release tension, and invite deeper blood flow before sleep. One of the best stretches? Sitting on the edge of your bed and extending one leg at a time straight in front of you. Flex your toes toward your face. Feel the stretch in your calf and behind your knee. Then switch sides, or try a gentle seated twist where you turn your upper body while keeping your knees forward. These little movements do big things over time. They prevent shortening of the muscles, which is one of the silent causes of leg weakness in older adults. And the beauty is, the benefits build up. Each night you stretch, you're telling your legs, you're still needed. Let's stay strong together. Now, speaking of strength, this next one might surprise you. It's what you're thinking about as you fall asleep. That's right, your thoughts matter, especially when it comes to how your body repairs itself overnight. Let me explain. If you go to bed stressed, frustrated, or anxious, maybe about family, finances, or even your health, your brain sends signals to your body that it's under threat. This triggers a cascade of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart rate might stay just a little higher. Your muscles, especially those in your legs, might stay slightly clenched. You may not even notice it, but your body isn't in a state of healing. It's in a state of defense. Now imagine repeating this every night for months or years. You go to sleep with tension. Your legs don't relax fully, and over time, their strength, circulation, and flexibility all start to decline. You wake up feeling drained instead of refreshed, and that becomes your new normal. But here's the good news. You can change that just by shifting your bedtime mindset. Try this. Before bed, instead of replaying worries or regrets, focus on 3 simple things you're grateful for. They don't have to be huge. Maybe it's the smell of dinner you enjoyed, the smile from your neighbor, or that nice moment when your grandchild called. Gratitude doesn't just lift your mood, it softens your body. It signals to your nervous system, we're safe now, it's okay to rest. And that allows your muscles, especially your legs, to truly let go, to soften, to heal. Some folks even like to visualize their legs growing stronger overnight. They imagine fresh blood flowing to the veins, muscles repairing, joints becoming more flexible. Sounds simple, maybe even a bit silly, but visualization is powerful. Your body responds to what your brain believes, so give it something good to believe. And now let's talk about something even more hidden, your bedroom temperature. Most seniors keep their bedroom a little too cold at night. Sometimes it's because we sleep better in cooler temperatures. Other times, we're just trying to save on the heating bill. But here's the thing, if your legs get too cold while you sleep, your blood vessels constrict. That reduces blood flow and tightens the muscles in your calves, thighs, and even feet. And when that happens night after night, your muscles don't relax or heal properly. They start to shrink, weaken, and feel stiff the moment you wake up. You might even find yourself waddling to the bathroom, knees bent, unsure why your legs feel so off in the morning. So what can you do? Keep your room comfortably cool, yes, but keep your legs warm. Use a lightweight blanket or wear soft knee-high socks to bed. You'd be amazed how just keeping your lower legs warm can improve your sleep quality and reduce morning stiffness. These tiny, quiet details, how warm your legs are, what you're thinking before bed, whether you stretch or not, can either break you down over time or build you up stronger than ever, and they're all within your control. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need a physical therapist in your living room. You just need awareness and a few consistent bedtime choices that support your aging body instead of fighting against it. And you know what? Even if you've gone years without thinking about this stuff, it's never too late to turn things around. Your body is always listening, always adapting, and it's never stopped trying to work with you, even when you didn't know how to work with it. Now, we've covered a lot so far, but there's one last bedtime habit, one that millions of older adults are doing right now, that might be the most damaging of all when it comes to leg strength and mobility. All right, let's talk about the final habit, and I'll warn you, this one's sneaky. It's not something you'd expect to affect your legs at all, but it does. I'm talking about going to bed without mentally winding down your day. That might sound unrelated, right? I mean, how could your thoughts have anything to do with your muscles? But here's what's happening. When you bring your worries and unfinished thoughts to bed, whether it's something someone said, bills you haven't sorted out, or even just a sense of, I didn't do enough today, your body doesn't fully let go. It holds on to tension in all sorts of places. The neck, the jaw, and yes, the legs. Even if you're lying still, even if your eyes are shut, your nervous system may still be active. That slight clenching in your thighs, the tiny twitch in your feet, that's your body staying on even when you think it's off. And here's what that does. It interrupts deep sleep. Not the kind where you're just unconscious, but the kind of sleep where your muscles actually repair and rebuild. That means instead of growing stronger overnight, your legs are treading water. And over time, that adds up to real loss in strength, balance, and energy. So how do we fix this? Try this gentle evening ritual. Before you even get into bed, sit quietly for just 2 minutes. Close your eyes, breathe slowly, and ask yourself, what's one thing I'm proud of today? Maybe it's something small, like taking a walk, calling a friend, or choosing a healthier meal. Just one thing. When you reflect on something positive before bed, you're telling your mind, we can rest now. You reduce mental noise, and your body, in return, loosens a grip. Your legs relax, your circulation improves, your muscles get the chance to truly heal while you sleep. And if your mind still races at night, keep a small notepad on your nightstand. If a thought pops into your head, something you forgot to do, something that's bothering you, just write it down. Tell yourself, it's on the paper now. I can let it go until tomorrow. You'd be surprised how this tiny action gives your brain permission to power down. Now, if you've been following along, you've probably started to realize something important. These bedtime habits, they're not just about legs. They're about self-respect, self-preservation. They're about telling your body, I still care, I still want to feel strong. I still want to move through life with purpose. And let me tell you, there is nothing more powerful than a person in their 60s, 70s, 80s, or beyond who refuses to just fade away. You have every right to feel strong, steady, and confident in your steps. And that strength doesn't come from a pill or a gym membership. It comes from the quiet decisions you make every single day, especially before you sleep. So let's recap, not in a bullet point way, but in a heart-to-heart kind of way. You've learned that sitting still for too long before bed weakens blood flow. You discovered how salty snacks, late-night heat exposure, and poor hydration can all work against your legs during sleep. You've seen how skipping stretches, letting stress linger, or sleeping in the cold can rob your muscles of the recovery they need. And you realize that even the way you think before bed affects the way your body heals. But here's the good news. You don't need to fix everything at once. Pick one habit to change tonight. Just one. Maybe it's a simple stretch. Maybe it's turning off the intense shows earlier. Maybe it's sipping half a glass of water or writing down your thoughts. That one small act sends a message to your legs, to your body, to your future, that you are still in control. And the best part? Your body responds quickly. Within days, you might start feeling more rested, a little stronger, a little steadier. You might find it easier to get up in the morning or notice that your legs don't ache quite as much. That's your body thanking you. That's your reward for paying attention. So don't let anyone tell you it's too late. Don't believe the lie that aging has to mean weakness or decline. You've got more power than you think. And it starts the moment you decide to stop ignoring what your legs and your life are trying to tell you. If this video gave you even one helpful idea, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Tell me what you're changing tonight. Share your experience. It might inspire someone else who's struggling. And hey, if you found value in this, give the video a thumbs up so more people like you can see it. And don't forget to subscribe, because we've got so much more to talk about. So many ways to live stronger, longer, and with more joy at any age. Thanks for spending this time with me. I'm rooting for you. You deserve to feel strong in your body and light in your spirit. Every night and every morning you wake up, here's to living your best life at any age. Sleep well, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.